And time for some shocking data now. India's poor air quality causes nearly 1.1 million deaths every year. This is almost on par with China. These hair-raising numbers has come up in a joint report by two US-based health research institutes. Deepa Rana gets us more details.
Air pollution in the country has reached alarming levels, with at least 10 Indian cities reported to be the most polluted, including the national capital and cities like Gwalior. According to a US study, the air quality in India is so bad that it causes at least 1 million premature deaths every year. This is at par with China. When China has taken stringent measures to control air pollution in their country, very little has been done by the Indian government to control air pollution in the country. Remember that it was in November, in the month of November, when a health emergency was declared in the national capital. I have with me the report. This is an official data, and I would ask my camera person to just pan and show you over here. This is an official data which we have accessed from the Central Pollution Control Board. These were the 20 pointers which were released by the Central Pollution Control Board as stringent measures which are going to be followed to control air pollution levels in the national capital. This included vehicular emissions, control of vehicular emissions, shutting down of unlicensed baking operations in the cities, in the nearby areas in the national capital. Also, it included enhancing of public transport, shutting down of Badarpur thermal coal power plant, and also increasing the number of fines for the open garbage burning and creating dust pollution. However, these were the important measures which the government had announced despite the meetings, several meetings done by the Central Pollution Control Board as well as the Delhi government, and promises of bringing down the air pollution by sprinkling the roads and sprinkling the trees. Very little has been done on ground. We reached out to various citizens as well, various environmentalists as well, and they tell us that a health crisis has been declared, and if the government does not take the stringent measures and urgent measures right now, it is only going to create the situation more worse. This is Deepa Rana reporting for Magic Mix Now in New Delhi.
Government needs to first really accept that it's a public health emergency. It cannot ignore it as yet another study, yet another statistics, and only wake up when the pollution levels go high or become visible. Where, right now the PM 2.5 is an invisible form of pollution. Therefore, you and I are not able to recognize the kind of damage that it's actually doing to our health and our lifespan in that sense. We need to have both at a short-term, medium-term and long-term strategy that the government needs to have. Government needs to have a policy understanding of this problem and also on-ground execution of it. So when the government, for example, the local government said that they are going to do something about the dust on the pavements, on the road, if they don't really bring in infrastructure change, then it's of no use. Imagine in the last 3 years, not a single DTC bus, public transport bus has been added to cities' public transport. So fixing public transport, looking at construction and regulating construction waste, because that's a very, very important source of pollution. Looking at our energy, our renewable energy era that we need to get into, and quickly so, because yes, coal is polluting. Of course, coal is something which is also linked to India's poverty and hinterland, and therefore it needs to be looked at very, very carefully. All of this needs to have an action plan and an urgency. We need government to get up and act rather than sit and keep thinking and only keep writing policy documents.
No measures have been taken at all. The air pollution, you say, or the cough problem we have, or the asthmatic problem we have, there are no particular measures or stringent policies for the people. So there's something called citizen responsibility as well. So I, as a citizen, if I'm doing something wrong towards the atmosphere of our country or towards the pollution, we should be fine. There's no such thing happening at all.
There are a lot of stringent measures that are taken by government, but they're never implemented. Like tree sprinkling hoti hai, road sprinkling hoti hai. They say that things will happen, but they never implement those things. Also, people dump a lot of garbage and रोज उसको जलाया जाता है. And also we can do something like levying some kind of tax fine on that कि ठीक है रोड पे कूड़ा कोई जला रहा है, it's okay, but then ask them to pay.
It's crazy. I mean पहले ऐसा नहीं होता था, but अब जब से स्पेशली जब से दिवाली हुई है, जब से स्मॉग स्टार्ट हुआ है, the amount of deaths, the amount of pollution has increased so much, and firecrackers कभी बंद ही नहीं हो रहे. दिवाली पे हमने देखा क्या हुआ, उसके बाद भी like during Lori there were so many people who were burning crackers, and I'm sure wedding season पे फिर से काम होने वाला है.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.